feel like the world is against you? That no matter what you do, people hurt you and you just can't let it go? That you simply can't forgive them? If yes, maybe this story is for you. Watch till the end, and I promise it will change your mind. In a picturesque village, there lived a girl named Leila. Beautiful, clever, but trapped in anger and suspicion. She saw faults in everyone, believed the worst in every action, and complained constantly. But today, everything she thought she knew about people and herself was about to be turned upside down. Leila had a hard time forgiving people. She remembered every word, every look, every small act that she thought was unfair. Even people who barely mattered in her life, she kept their imagined wrongs in her mind and replayed them again and again. She complained silently to herself about how others treated her, and she never let go of her anger or hurt. One morning, Leila sat beside her mother. She held her hand and whispered, "Mom, why do I feel so unhappy? Why does it feel like everyone hurts me? I can't stop thinking about what they do." Her mother held her hands gently and said, "Leila, it is not the people who make you unhappy. It is how you see them with your heart. When your heart is closed, you notice only their faults, their mistakes, and what they did wrong. But if you learn to see people with an open heart, with kindness and understanding, even those who hurt you will seem different. You will not feel the same anger and pain." Leila frowned, frustration rising inside her. "But I can't just stop feeling this way," she said. "No one asks you to stop suddenly," her mother replied softly. "Even noticing that you are holding on to anger is the first step. Awareness is the beginning of change." Leila left the house, the cool morning breeze brushing her face, still restless, still searching for relief. Later that morning, Leila's mother walked to the edge of the village, where Leila's teacher lived in a small, peaceful home. When the teacher opened the door, her calm eyes seemed to understand everything. Leila's mother explained how Leila always assumed the worst in others and stayed upset over every small thing. The teacher listened quietly, then gave a gentle smile. "It's all right," she said softly. "Many young minds feel this way. Send Leila to me this afternoon. I'll show her something she needs to see." Grateful, the mother nodded and returned home, a little lighter than before. When Leila reached her teacher's house, the teacher gently led her into the garden. Sunlight flickered through the leaves, birds called softly from the branches, and the air felt cool and sweet around them. "Leila," the teacher said, "I want you to walk to the end of the garden and come back." Leila looked a little surprised at the simple task, but she did as she was told. When she returned, the teacher asked, "How was it?" "It was easy," Leila said. "Just a light, fresh walk." The teacher nodded, then picked up a bucket filled to the top with water. "Good," she said calmly. "Now walk the same path again, this time carrying this full bucket. Leila, do not spill a single drop." Leila's eyes widened. Leila hesitated. She didn't understand why this simple task mattered, but curiosity and a strange sense of challenge pushed her forward. Leila held the bucket carefully, the cold metal pressing against her palms. With every step, the water trembled, rising and falling in tiny waves. It looked calm, but she could feel its weight pulling at her arms. Her grip tightened. Her arms shook. Sweat gathered at her hairline. The garden around her shimmered with life. Sunlight danced through the leaves. A soft breeze brushed her cheeks, and birds called to one another, but Leila didn't notice any of it. Every piece of her attention was trapped inside that bucket, trapped inside its heaviness. When she reached the end and slowly walked back, her breath grew uneven. Her fingers throbbed. By the time she returned to the teacher, she placed the bucket down with a trembling sigh. Her arms felt numb, her shoulders stiff, her whole body tired. The teacher knelt beside her, her voice a warm whisper. "How was the walk this time, Leila?" Leila swallowed, still catching her breath. It wasn't easy. I couldn't walk freely with so much weight in my hands. The teacher nodded gently. "You felt how heavy that bucket was?" "Yes," Leila said softly. "So heavy." The teacher's eyes softened, the kind of softness that carried years of wisdom. "Leila," she said, "that bucket is just like the anger, complaints, and grudges you hold inside yourself. As long as you carry them inside your heart, the life becomes heavy and miserable. The more you focus on them, the more tired your heart becomes. Every step through life feels harder." The teacher continued, her voice calm and steady. "The lesson is not about the water. It is about understanding that some things are not meant to be held. When you carry them, they drain your strength. When you put them down, you make space for peace." Leila's eyes widened slightly, something shifting inside her. She thought of the nights she had gone to bed upset, replaying things people said. She thought of every moment she had chosen to assume the worst. "If I set it down," she whispered, "maybe I can feel light again." The teacher smiled, a quiet, knowing smile. "Exactly. When you let go of what burdens you, you don't lose anything. You gain back yourself. Freedom begins the moment you decide to stop carrying what was never meant to stay." Slowly, Leila realized the weight she had been carrying inside. She lifted the bucket once more, and this time she placed it down with full awareness. Instantly, the heaviness left her arms, her shoulders, her chest. The garden seemed brighter. The breeze felt softer against her skin. The birds' songs rang out clearer, as if the world itself had taken a deep breath. The teacher knelt beside her, her voice gentle but filled with quiet wisdom. "When you clear your heart of complaints and grudges, Leila, you become free. You can finally see the laughter, the joy, and the happiness that has always surrounded you." A smile spread naturally across Leila's face. Leila walked home slowly, arms empty, steps steady, and heart light. Sunlight warmed her face. The breeze carried the scent of flowers and earth. For the first time, the world felt larger, softer, kinder. What weight are you carrying in your heart today? What would happen if you let it go, just for a moment? If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more stories that lighten the spirit. Thanks for watching.